All right. Good morning, everyone. Michael Venezia, the head trader at TradeView Markets. It is Wednesday, June 16th, 11:05. We're within 2 or 3 minutes of the time, of the 11 o'clock noted time. And by the way, I'm not minimizing that we're not on time. It's a busy day out there, especially today being the Fed day at 2:30 Eastern. So we're going to make it up to you. Believe me, it's not the we're trying to just gather as much information, especially myself naturally, to come in and give you some good information and an even better plan. And so if I'm a tardy for a second, I apologize. Once again, I'm not minimizing it, but we'll make it up to you. And here we go. Okay, let's sign in. Stocks. Let's go. The routine. Okay, good morning. Watch Michael Santoli. He had a brilliant take of what went on in the markets yesterday, especially how traders are positioning, or even managers, everyone, if you will, that's relevant into the Fed day today. Another video, market leadership narrowing, checks out the charts. Very good, Mike Santoli. So I urge everybody to watch that every morning. It's the first thing, literally, it's the first thing I do. Sentiment, it's stock picking, it's mixed. No one wants to make. Oh, by the way, today the indices are somewhat mixed as well. So we're in stock picking and we're rotating. There are some sectors that are overbought, as you're going to see in the red, and there's some stocks that are oversold in the green. Let's see a couple of them right now. Communication services, energy. By the way, they wrote me into, okay, let's write it down. They wrote me into a long this morning, and I didn't mind it. I knew it was ahead of positioning. I got shaken out a little bit, and I'll show you a couple of trades. NOV was one of them, and Exxon being the leader lately. I'll show you a chart of that one. So energy pulled back a little bit. Now it's probably the same. Industrials in the middle. Tech, okay, a little heavy. Utilities, I don't play them, but it's a macro situation. Also, let's look at the Utes. That changed today. Discretionary, financials. There, by the way, financials are in the green right now. Let's take an eye. Citibank leading the way. Financials in the oversold territory, at least on the short term, going into the Fed meeting. Healthcare. All right, you get the picture. A little bit on a macro level, or a broader level, if you will. Bios, hot. Energy right now, probably in a little bit of a pullback. Some of them in the middle. Oil producers, a little hot. Semis on a nice pullback. They're up today. Micron's up a deuce. Fins, by the way, it's a note to keep an eye on. It could be an anomaly. It is a quad witch week in the Fed meeting. It's a big one too. If you're listening to the news, this one's going to make a difference. So probably fins are about right here. Let me just give you a quick glance. Citibank was down $2, bottom left, right here. It was down even more. Citibank was down $4 at one point. I digress. Okay, I'm going to make this quick. ARC trades, I put them on every day. JD, a big purchase for ARC. JD worked. Path, DraftKings. Even Kramer. Okay, read this, Jim Cramer. He's the voice of reason going to a Fed meeting right now. People listen to him. I listen to him. He's not the judge and the jury. He's a voice. China opening the metals, see how much the rally has been holding. ARC bought DraftKings. I actually said that up here. With other commodities more tame, oil is now the enemy. Okay, I get it. RBLX had numbers. That's a whole situation within itself. GM, right under it. Reuters, raised guidance. A whole situation upon itself. Yesterday's movers with range volume. TRCH, worked. Like I said, if you on an average take what stocks close near the high on big gainers in volume and range, and conversely on the short side, net, if they're pure plays and you're not throwing darts, you know what you're doing, if you will, they're going to work. So TRCH worked, LABD worked, FANG did not work, Exxon did not work, Cliff bounced, excuse me, I was up early. I parted. Okay, and these were the movers with volume right here. Bottom right, all above the SMAs, big poppers, and this is the one I like to right now, relative volume. Wrapped closed with 1,000% of its volume near the low. I got my eye on it. Wolf, same thing, down today. So I'm posting these. And I also comment about them throughout the day. Let me go to my mover page for today, and then I'm going to go to a couple of charts. And then where's this thing? Okay, share. Okay, screen 3. Share. Okay, today's movers. Let's go to today's movers. Top list. No, actually, we're going to top list. We'll go to alerts. What happened here? Let me log in this. I apologize. Okay, we're in. Top list. What's working today? ALT. Let me go right to the screen. Okay, ALT from 14.18. The Wall Street bet stock breaking out on huge volume, not overbought yet. Oh, wait, I have to change the screening. I'm sorry. Okay, ALT. ALT today, up $4. All the alerts. I don't know what goes with VIR, usually goes with it. Not doing much. SRNE, the Wall Street bet squeezer, not doing anything with me. It looks like an isolated situation. ALT. We have to have our eye on that. That's pure. Has a tendency of following through too. Does have news. What else do we have? Change screen. Okay, ALT, we have an interest. Home, no good. ORF, day delay. Let me see this, punch up the screen. ORF, maybe, let me go. This is not, I usually like to catch a stock like ORF, by the way, that went from 4 to 80, if you remember. But, you know, I want to have this intraday. This is not something I want to take overnight because, well, it is halted again. So ORF went from 10 to 15, one tick up from 13 to 14.80 in a print. Well, you know what? We have our eye on it for the active trader. But I want to get into a macro thing. So as I say, run, we liked it, we bought it, we posted it. Alf, boy, that reversed. Roblox was downgraded. Here's the chart on RBLX. Good mover today, 86 to 83. Opened at 89. The low was put in probably with some volume at 80. Bounced to 80 to 86. RBLX, a great mover. You can't get moves like this. RBLX. What are we doing here? $25 million shares traded today. RBLX. All right. Bottom line is, here's my screen. Okay. This was a day. If you're just one of the traders, and that's fine, by the way, like that, just takes money out of the market and just, will buy, run, and make a move and not really care why, or buys fastly because it's based for the past 2 days. I get it. But this was a day where the macro view really took play, because Citibank tipped its hand yesterday. 2 days. Citibank into the close went from 75 to 73 on massive volume. And I always say that the smart money's at the close, not at the open. JP Morgan yesterday afternoon tipped its hand. In the middle of the day yesterday, JP Morgan, 2 days, did a downtick. Went from 155, was that 2 days? Hold on. 3 days, 2-minute bar. Yeah, it was JP Morgan. There was a downtick right here. 155 to 153. So I knew something was up. They broke all the moving and averages. Same with Citibank. I actually had Morgan Stanley short. It got upgraded, a price target increase. I actually covered it near the low. It's kind of near the 90 strike price for options expiration. I didn't really, I did it to have a short. It still didn't look good technically, but no mean was definitely better than Citibank. So what I'm saying is this was a good macro day where these banks fell. Citibank was down $3. That's big news. Home Depot was down. You could see the rotation happening. Techs were strong. Apple worked. Microsoft worked. Micron actually did reverse. Microsoft was up a couple of dollars. Now you see the futures rallying. There's nothing going on. Nobody's going to, no, people are looking to react today, not predict. The VIX into the all important Fed meeting. Nobody's really doing anything. But what I said is, I'm going to go to my Twitter feed. What are they saying now? Anybody saying anything important? Jim Cramer, GM top pick at Citi, long-term upside to 100. I'm interested. It should be acting better, by the way. GM should be taking out a new year high as well as Ford if it wants to act very well. I don't know why Ford, with GM raising numbers, is only up 3 cents. Now, once again, it's early and it has no volume, Ford. But that's what I'm going to keep my eye on. Okay. Jim Cramer, Roblox, stats is me not enough. ARVL. How you doing? We have our interest in ARVL. Okay, we'll put that on the screen later. Kramer said something a second ago. So the bottom line is, more option flow in you. Don't expect 77 again in ORPH. We just said that about our ORPH. The move's been made. So if you're in it, it was the downtick from 16 to 14. For example, if I was in this for the day, I would have been a seller. Usually the third halt up is to sell, just like the third day down. So what I'll do this afternoon, I'll look at this. I'll look at how General Motors is doing. I'm going to look how Roblox is doing. I'm naturally looking how gold is going to do. Oracle had numbers. I'm going to look how AMC is going to. This is the Wall Street Bets situation. Apple's looking to have a nice rally again, above all the moving averages. So what I'm going to do is around 2 o'clock, where's my, there's alt, by the way, still acting well, VRM run. I go to my top list and I write down the top 5 stocks, top 10 stocks with volume that I have an interest in, and I write them down or I put them on the bottom right of my screen, which you're familiar with. And then I go to my Twitter feed, and then I look if there's good option flow, and then I'm go to actually my charts, and I get a picture of what's going on in the markets. Naturally, I'm going to go to what's going on our stock page. This is I use this for edification. Top U.S. losers. Yeah, I'm interested in apron down 20%. Good volume. What else is down? Tal. Oh, hold on, I'm not on the screen. Tal. Another one breaking down. This is a good list for me. I go upon this list too. So what it being said is tune into TGH. The Fed meeting is at 2:30. I'm going to go through my list of pure plays. It's a time to react, not a time to predict. It's towards the end of the quarter. Triple witching is on Friday. And don't let your trades turn into positions. You can always buy it back, like Mr. Schwager said the other day, or you can always re-enter the trade. Don't let it, if it's a loser, it's usually a loser for a reason. So with that being said, is tune in to the rest of the day. We're going to help you out. We're going to have a plan going forward, a couple of earnings plays we might have our eyes on. Until then, it's 11:18 Eastern, a couple of hours until the Fed meeting. Have a plan, do well, get out of some losers if you can. They usually wind up getting worse. So with that being said, is trade well. Thank you.